Hey, everyone, and welcome to episode number 70 of the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of JOMBOY Media. So we are in the heart of the LCSs right now, and here to break it all down is our good friend, the captain of the Miami Marlins, their fine shortstop, Miguel Rojas, who is wearing his Chris Rose Rotation t-shirt in some exotic place. Where are you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm excited to talk to you again, but from this time, not in season, like enjoying the vacations, enjoying the family from the beautiful Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. So one of my favorite destinations, actually, in the off season. I've been kind of a regular here at this Hard Rock hotel. And enjoying the family, enjoying the downtime. I know where I wanted to be, as a baseball player, especially watching the playoff right now. I mean, it's so excited. You always want to be in those games, man. The series in Atlanta, a couple days ago, the homer that Freddie Freeman hits get me boost bumps and want me to be there, and that's one of the things that I want to be doing. But at this time, I'm joining you from here.
Yeah, listen, bro, it's okay. I know you want to play those meaningful games, but if you can't do that, dude, you're at a sweet place right now. Is that one of those all-inclusive places?
Yeah, all-inclusive.
Oh.
Like you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to bring your wallet, or you just have to have some cash on you so you can tip the people. So nice. The people in Dominican Republic for me, it's my favorite part to come because the people is so nice. So like the people who serve you with such a, heart and kindness that, it's always nice to come back here and feel that. And the breakfasts are my favorites.
Oh yeah. Do you just load up? It's one of the buffets, right? And you just crush.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Dominican food for me is one of my favorite for breakfast. So I had the mango, which is the smashed plantain with salami and like some fried cheese and fried eggs. The best. This is
better
the time
be working
to
out, man. You better be working that stuff off. Don't just eat that because you're gonna end up gordo like me.
I know. I need to give my body what it wants, so I recovered all the stuff that I left in the season. So now after this week, it's gonna be all work again.
All right, so you're not working out at all. You're just letting your body chill and just have fun, and you and mama and the kids are just chilling, right?
Exactly. I'm trying to let this finger come back to normal.
Come on, dude.
So
that looks
still,
horrible.
Look at this. It's like, this is my range of motion right now. So I have to stop working out. I have to stop like doing everything that is baseball related right now. Give me a month. Give me a month, and I'll be back in baseball shape in no time.
All right. Well, for those of you that are audio only, first of all, thank you very much for joining us. The other thing is that so Miguel was trying to show us his range of motion. He cannot get his pointer finger even close to his thumb at this point. Come on, dude. That's horrible.
I know. I need to get something done. I'm trying. The goal right now is trying for this time, not hitting, not doing anything, not lifting weights or anything, to recover and trying to let this finger get that inflammation out. And if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna have to do something, maybe surgical, so to get it repaired. But that's part of the job, and all I want is for in 2020 to be 100% and get ready to go.
All right. So listen, we're gonna make a rule because you injured the finger when you were diving back to first base this year. I am going to buy you, as an appreciation gift for being a member of the Rose Rotation, some oven mitts.
What are you gonna get me? Okay.
I'm going to get oven mitts with the Rose Rotation logo on them. So every time you get on base, your first base coach can hand you your oven mitt, and then you'll run the bases with the Rose Rotation oven mitts.
Deal. Let's go. I like that.
You'd wear it on the field, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm already wearing something that is pretty close. It's like this big. It's out of your hand. I don't know how base stealers can use that and actually like stay on the back. Like Trey Turner, or for example. So he steal a bag the other night. So he went head first, and his hand would like barely stay on the bag because he have the kind of the hole protector on the hand. So that's why I always go feet first now.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. That's smart. You also had a chance to go visit your mom, right?
Yeah, I did. It was amazing. Spend time in Venezuela with her was one of my favorite times throughout all this process with her, because I mean, I kind of get to know my mom again, after such a long time. I haven't been at the same place, at the same house with her for like 15 days. And this experience was amazing because I got to do for her what she did for me when I was younger, when I was a baby. So this is how life works, actually. You become a bigger man, a good father, a good son. And at the end of the day, you have to give them back whatever they give you when you was younger. So it was a great experience, a learning experience, because I never was with my mom disconnected before. And these circumstances helped me understand what she needs, what she likes, what she loves. And I mean, made me remember that I'm not 14, 15 years old anymore. I'm on my own now.
So for people that have been following your journey on the Rose rotation all season long, we talked about this at the beginning, that your mom has been battling cancer. How's she doing? How's she feeling?
I mean, she's battling. Exactly. That's what I will say of this situation right now. She's fighting. She's battling. She's doing whatever she can to continue to live a good life. And I mean, all the treatment, all the sacrifices that she's doing is to continue to live life and trying to be happy, as happy as she is as a woman. So strong, man. I can't even explain you like how strong you have to be to go through all that process. Just the people who have to go through it is the people who can tell you how hard it is. It's just to live life and to continue to be a bright light for us as a family. Because like I told her before I came back, I told her, hey, you always was the light for this family. So now it's time for us to give you that light so you can continue to go.
That's great. Well, please send our best. And I'm happy that you get to spend time with her, and we'll continue to do so in the off season. That is wonderful. I'm going to share something with you. Both my parents have been gone quite a long time. My mom passed away 14 years ago. My dad died 9 years ago, coming up. Well, I don't even know what day we're on right now. We're taping on the 18th. So I think it would be tomorrow, 9 years ago tomorrow. And a good friend of ours who used to be his neighbor, when he was older, he was 81. And this was a day before his 81st birthday. I didn't even know they had done this. They sent us maybe 10 days ago. They sat down and did an interview with him right before he turned 81. They were having him over. His birthday was right around Thanksgiving, and none of us could be in town. So they had him over. We were very thankful for that. And they did a 40-minute interview with him. And we just saw the interview, and they emailed it to us. They were like, hey, we were going through some of our files. We had this of your dad. And I sat there and I watched it, and I was like, oh my, it's amazing. It was, I was glued to it. I had tears in my eyes, and, it makes me, I was very close to my dad, very, very close to my dad. And it just makes you miss and appreciate all the time that you do have with your loved ones there. So I'm happy you get to enjoy her.
No, that's why it's important. Like you say, one day you want to wake up wanting to give him a hug, And so I appreciate every little moment. Like she just texts me something, and like I appreciate that text, because I know at some point I'm not gonna have it, and I'm gonna miss it. And it's amazing. It's amazing how close you can get to your parents again, after being away from so long. I got like we talked about it before. I got away from home when I was 16 years old, and I didn't get to enjoy the company of my parents for so long. Now that I get to spend 10, 15 days with her, it's extra motivation for me to appreciate every little moment. So that's why it's another reminder for all of you that listen to us, and not just with your parents, for athletes, for if you're a baseball fan, appreciate the guys that are playing for your team right now, because at some point they're not gonna be there anymore, and you're not gonna enjoy Joc Pederson hitting with barrels and hitting homers in the postseason. So appreciate and enjoy your boys while they're playing for your team.
Hey, you know what? While we're there, we're going to kind of zigzag all over the place. But for people that remember, Joc Pederson was your minor league roommate in the Dodgers organization. So when you saw him bounce out there wearing pearls, what were you thinking?
Man, he's that kind of guy, like I play with Joc, and one of the things that Joc have is he don't really care about what the people want to say, He's just going to do it. He's just going to throw it at you. And that's why he's special, he's a special guy. He's part of a special family. And I'm so proud of him, because all that he have to go through when he come up to the big leagues, he didn't have the best rookies like performance or rookie year. He have to wait until his chances in 2015 to do what he did and actually make a name for himself, because he was such a big prospect in the Dodgers organization, and he got so much pressure on his shoulder that when he became the player that he could be in the minors, when he became that guy in the big leagues, that's when I knew he was going to be good, because he's a guy who can impact the game from many different ways. Like the Braves were already a good team, but when they got Joc and they got in the opportunity to play a little bit more, not just platooning, I mean, I knew it was going to be good for them.
Dude, he's got some serious swag. That thing that he does with Ron Washington when he rounds third base and comes to full stop on his home runs, that's some amazing shit he's doing.
I mean, I know Rob is going to find it, but the last homer that he hit against Scherzer happened last night, right? So, they put a postseason logo on the foul territory on the first base side. He rounded that yesterday when he hit that home. So I saw it, and I remember something that we did in spring training together in 2013. So I remember we got I don't remember his name, but we got a base runner coach that he was always like with us, but he's like a big swag guy. He's the kind of guy that tell you, hey, if you look good, you're gonna play good. If you feel good, you should be loose and playing the baseball with some kind of swag and flair. And he always say, when you get a base hit that you already know that is a base hit, you don't have to run straight up to first base. You just have to give it like the little lane, like get your angles. And I mean, you're always gonna boss out of the box. But I mean, I know Joc from that day. Every time he hit a ball like that, he always like take this big turn that always gets me, because I don't know. I think it's swaggy. I think my 10 homers that I hit a year, I'm gonna do that every single time.
Dude, but he hit some moonshots. Like he's hit the furthest home run so far in the playoffs, and so he can do his thing, man. By the way, true or false? True or false? Before every game with the Dodgers, he used to eat ice cream.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it was before every single game, but I know he's a candy lover. He can eat some ice cream and some candy. In AAA he did. He ate a lot of ice cream, and I just played with him in the big leagues for a little bit. So after 15, I went to do the Marlins. But I know, man, Joc and I got a good relationship, and I'm so happy for the things that he's doing.
You like his hair?
Oh yeah, you remember I got blonde hair too, early in the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my kind of look and my style too. So I like it.
He wears it. Hey, friends, we have an important message from our good friends at Dugout Mugs. There's a lot of companies out there that are having issues with supply chains and inventory, and so everything is kind of back ordered. We don't want you to get caught on this thing. So we want you to order from Dugout Mugs for a holiday gift. So for Christmas, for Hanukkah, for Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate out there, get your orders in now. Use the code word JOMBOY at dugoutmugs.com. You get 35% off. I'm going to repeat that. You go to dugoutmugs.com. You place your order right now using the code word JOMBOY. You are going to get 35% off. So do this early. Take care of it. I know we're in October. We're not even at November yet. That does not matter. Get your homework in early. That's what the teacher would say. So Chris Rose tells you to get your order in early. It's dugoutmugs.com. Use the code word JOMBOY. You're going to get 35% off. It's as good a deal as the Black Friday deal that they were going to run with. 35% off. It's very simple. Go out and do it. Get it as a gift for that someone special in your life. You can even get the Chris Rose engraving, although I suggest something that's way cooler than that because that dude is kind of a loser. But go do this now. Dugoutmugs.com. Keyword JOMBOY. 35% off. Order it now. So there's a lot of Braves fans out there. They're like, okay, we won the first 2 games of this series against the Dodgers, but we've seen this monster and this story before. It's the same thing that happened a year ago, albeit different circumstances. Back then, they played 7 straight games. Here we've got travel. We're playing in full stadiums. That's not the way it was. It was a neutral site last year, all that sort of stuff. Do you think that the Braves are going to hang on here, or do you think that your old team, the Dodgers, still have it in them?
Well, for me, this is my personal opinion. They learned a lot from last year. That was the first time that the Braves, this Braves team, faced the Dodgers in that situation. They went up 2-0, and like you say, you explained already the different circumstances, but they learned from that. And I know Brian Sneaker and their guys in their bullpen, in their dugout, they know what they need to do to keep these guys like that. Like you see the way that he's managing their bullpen. You see how they're bringing kind of Maxett every single night. Alex Jackson. These guys are pitching over and over because they know what they need to do to keep these guys down. The Seagers, the Mookie Betts, they know. I feel like I already know what move is coming. When this part of the line is coming or that part of the line is coming, because I've been facing those guys so many times that I know their weapons. I know what Will Smith will do to the last part of the order. Even when last night he changed some things up, he threw a fastball first pitch to Trey Turner. He doesn't do that often. He threw a fastball to Trey Turner and he almost clipped him and hit a homer. So he hit a ball to the warning track where Rosario catching in the warning track. And those are the kind of things that they can't let that happen. They have to stay with their strengths, and I think they're gonna. I really think they're gonna win the series.
So let me ask you this: as a guy who faced the Braves 19 times this year, why the hell weren't they better during the regular season? I mean, I know they missed out on Acuna. They added all those new outfielders at the trade deadline. They never got Soroka going this year. But man, you look at this team. With all due respect to the rest of the division, which wasn't very good this year, why did they only win 88 games or whatever they won? And why did it take them till August to be first place in the division?
Oh, that's a good question. And our division wasn't that good, For me, for the team to win 88 games in that division tells you about every other team, You have to face the Mets, you have to face the Phillies, and you have to face Washington and us. Like all the teams were kind of, really good at the beginning. I think we beat the Braves the first 2 series on the year, one in Atlanta, one at home. And the reason why they're so much better right now is because I don't know what happened, but in the playoff, these guys are pitched different. They don't let you face the middle of the game guy. You know what I mean? So you're gonna face Matt Free for 5 or 6. Then they're going to give you right away Maxett, Jackson, Will Smith. They're going to give – actually, I'm surprised that Charlie Morton haven't been in the bullpen, for one of these games. He probably will be. So they're not going to give you a chance to face like a middle of the game guy that you face during the regular season, and actually you take advantage of that. So they did the same thing against us last year. They swept us in the NLCS, in the NLDS, right? Last year, 3 games right away. Why? Because they pitched amazing, Free, Ian Anderson, and I don't remember the other starter that they have for last year, but they threw 6 innings, then no breaks, It was like Jackson, Max Smith, Melanson last year. That was it, You're facing the best of the best. And they found the best. And I mean, if they can keep that going, I think they're going to go a long way.
So is there anything, I know you just picked the Braves and you think that they're going to end up winning 2 of the next however many games in order to advance to the World Series. But with the Dodgers, if you're a Dodger fan, you're panicking. But if you're a Dodger player, do you think that those guys are panicking or no?
No, I don't think the players will, because the players always going to have their back, Like, I feel like with the success that the Dodgers had in the last couple of years, last decade, to be honest with you, because they're running away with the division every single year. until this year, the Giants did what they did. I mean, they have nothing to really prove, you know? They done it before. They won a championship last year, and they were in the same situation last year, you know? For me, all they're saying in the locker room is, hey, you know what? We was in the same situation last year, and we wasn't even playing in Dodger Stadium, you know? So they're going to go back to Dodger Stadium. That place is going to be rocking, you know? 50,000, maybe 60,000 people, because they're going to be people in the parking lot cheering for them. And the only difference, Chris, they don't have Kershaw. Kershaw is a big time guy for them when he take the ball at every 4th day, every 5th day in the playoff. Even whatever the result is, Kershaw is really important for them, and they don't have it. You know, they have mainly 3 starters for this series, and they're using Urias out of the bullpen a lot.
Yep.
So I don't know if Urias is going to be able to start a game again and give him 5 or 6 innings.
No, that's the difference. Is that right now, the Dodgers and the Astros are at least 1 starter short. They're just 1 starter short, even to make all this math with the opener and a lot of bullpen games and all that sort of stuff. In order for the math to work, they're 1 big arm shy. And I'll be honest with you, the Braves are attacking this in a totally different fashion. You have not seen Max Fried come out of the bullpen. You have not seen Ian Anderson come out of the bullpen. You have not seen Charlie Morton come out of the bullpen. I love it when teams do that, and the Red Sox were extremely successful in 2018. They had only 5 guys start their 14 playoff games, but all 5 of those guys also came out of the bullpen at some point. And I thought Alex Cora was a wizard that postseason. And that's what Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman and all the decision makers with the Dodgers are trying to do here. But they're 1 mega arm short of maybe pulling this off.
But if you're the Braves, why you want to bring your starters out of the bullpen if your bullpen is the best bullpen in the playoff? You know, well, that's why I'm saying, because it's different for the Red Sox that actually put their closer out of this last series, because he wasn't doing good the last part of the year and in the first series of the playoff. You know, they feel like I feel like Alex Cora and the Red Sox feel the pressure of, you know what, I need to get my reliable guys, my hot hand. You know, I'm not saying that Barnes is not a good pitcher or any other reliever from the Dodgers or any other team are not capable of doing the job. It's just you got to use your hot hand. You know, that's what I learned from watching from the distance and actually playing for a team that we want to get to the playoff. I mean, our strength in the Miami Marlins is a starting pitcher. You know, you're probably not going to use 5. You're going to have to put some guys in the bullpen. So that's why I understand what the Dodgers are doing.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people that are complaining about Dave Roberts and his decision-making in Game 2, bringing in Urias when he had Kenley Jansen back there ready to go, and he had Gratterall ready to go. But you know what? He had 2 lefties in that 8th inning. He had Rosario and Freddie Freeman, and Urias is throwing the ball great. Why not? You know, why not bring him in? No?
Yeah, I know. And what I'm going to tell you is this is going to happen regardless, you know? Dodgers fans are going to want excellence every single time. And I'm pretty sure they were like surprised when for Game 5, they started a reliever. So Canelo giving an inning, Gratterall giving a 2nd inning, and then Urias pitched 4. And then nobody complains about that. Everybody applauds what they did because it happens.
Because it worked.
I mean, it worked. But it's not going to work every single time because it's baseball. And that's the beauty of this. You know, you have to have not just the talent, you have to be lucky for sometimes.
Oh, yes, you do.
Like to be in situations. Because, I mean, that's the perfect case scenario. You know, you bring Urias against Rosario and Freeman, you get 2 outs there, you know? Because Urias is being so good, and like Freeman is cold, Rosario doesn't hit lefties that well, but it's baseball. That's why he's a big league player. You know, it's amazing the way the things work sometimes.
Hey, gang, look, nobody's perfect. People strike out with the bases loaded. We saw people missing short putts in the Ryder Cup. Sometimes you come up a little short, and it happens in the bedroom as well. But our friends at Get Roman want to help you. So go to GetRoman.com/JOMBOY now. With Roman, you get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for all forms of EED. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional is going to work with you. Sit down. If medication is required, it gets sent free with 2-day shipping to your home. So the great part about this, no doctor's office visits. You don't have to stand in line at the pharmacy. The whole process is straightforward and discreet. So getting started is really simple. GetRoman.com/JOMBOY and complete an online visit. Take care of your form of ED today. It's GetRoman.com/JOMBOY now, and you get $15 off your first month. Once again, that is GetRoman.com/JOMBOY. If medication is required, 2-day free shipping. Get started now and save $15 on your first month. All right, I got to ask you about a defensive question with Corey Seager. Should he have taken a step to his right?
No chance. Tough ball. The only thing that I mean, after the fact, like I'm a shortstop too. I would have backhand that ball too, trying to make a play. Okay. But for me, it's the only way that I think Seager could have done a little bit better is put his body in front of that ball.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's got to take
taking a step to the right, maybe. Mm-hmm. Taking a step to the right, or actually take a step back and block that ball. If you make that out of first base, great. But the thing is, here's what I'm thinking. When that ball is hit, remember, that's a base hit in 2,000 years of baseball. I don't know how many years we've been playing baseball. This is the only year, or maybe last year or 3 years from now, that ball is not a base hit, a clean base hit to center field. You know what I mean? He's playing right behind the pitcher. Remember, when Kenley Jansen threw that ball, he actually trying to make the catch. And that arm, that body is on the way. I've been in that situation before. You're playing right behind the pitcher because that's your spot that they ask you to play. I mean, kudos and my hat off to the front office and the people who's doing analytics. They put in the shortstop in the perfect spot, but that's a tough spot to be because you have Jensen doing all of this and that big body right in front of the ball, and you have the umpire around there too. That's a tough ball, man. I mean, that shouldn't be an error. I hope it's not an error.
No, it wasn't.
But I mean, that's a base hit, of course. But for me, the only thing that I would have done different now that I can tell you is maybe block that ball and keep it in front of me during the circumstances that run is the winning run,
Yep. You got to do whatever you can to keep it in the infield. That's what we always tell the little leaguers. But you made a great point because you've lived this. You have stood back there when there's a big old pitcher in front of you and you're like, damn, if this is a rocket shot right at me, what am I going to do? People are saying he should have come up with that ball. I appreciate your perspective. That's why we have you on the Rose rotation.
The thing is, you can see it right there. Kenley trying to catch a ball, and all that action right there is in the middle of the play. I'm pretty sure Seager was blocked. If he come up with that ball, people is not even gonna give the credit and the recognition that he needs if he come up with that ball and make that out, because they're gonna say, oh, he should have made that play because it's a big league shortstop. It's not that easy. So I'm telling you, that's a tough play. And I mean, if I'm Corey Seager and I'm his teammates, I'm saying, hey boy, you know what? It's a tough play. I mean, you did everything that you can. Keep it up.
Hang with him. Yeah. All right, let's quickly move to the ALCS. The day we're taping this is game 3. So we're back at Fenway at this point. And Carlos Correa continues to do his thing, man. Say whatever you want. Have whatever feelings you want. Dude, when he pointed to his wrist, were you laughing your ass off or what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like it. That's another thing that I feel like it's not disrespectful. It's something that he's doing. It's his time, I don't know if he's saying it's my time to go back to the World Series and help this team win and tell you that, we're a good team and we're ready, or it's my time to be to get paid,
Yeah, that's so. Hey, it's getting closer to getting time to get paid.
I'm happy for him because I know how good for baseball he's been, and all the things, the criticism and all the stuff with the situation a couple years ago. But Carlos and the Astros continue to prove that they're a good team. You know, they're good hitters, they're good players, and they continue to prove that they build to do good things in the playoff.
Yeah, but we can agree on this. They brought this on themselves. I mean, what happened is indefensible. We can all say that other teams were doing it. I imagine other teams were. I don't think that they were using the video the way that the Astros did. I don't think the trash can banging. I wish all of them had owned it up. But I really think that Carlos Correa likes being the enemy. I think he thrives on being the guy where everybody's booing him and people don't like him. And he's okay with that. Am I reading that the right way?
I'm pretty sure he's not proud. Like you're saying, he's not proud of
No, I'm not saying he's proud of it.
But he's happy. He can handle.
He can handle it.
I don't think he's happy, you know, and he say, oh yeah, I want the boost. I want that. Because I don't think he's that kind of person or player. But at the end of the day, there's people who can handle that. And that's people who like he handled the right way, you know. They got some accusations again from some players in the White Sox.
Yeah.
And what they did, they came out and hit in Chicago. And they scored like 9, 10, 11 runs. I don't know how many runs they scored. Couple homers, doubles, whatever it is. And they slug again. You know what I mean? Because they're a good team. They're good players. They did what they did, but I agree with something that Stroman say. Stroman say you can do or you can think whatever you want. You know, we're not gonna say here that they're right or they did something right, they did something wrong. Everybody have their own conclusions. But for me, we have to move on and accept that they're good players and they're really, really good team when they come to the playoff and do that whatever they're doing.
I think it's all fair. I do. And by the way, I think if people are still mad, they can be mad. Like if you were a Dodger fan or you were a Yankee fan, or if you're just a baseball fan, you didn't like the way they went about it, it's fine. You can still be angry. That's 100%. That's fine. But I also say don't be mad at people who have moved on from it because we all handle things differently.
There's some players in the league who already moved on, you know, and at the end of the day, I mean, you're not here to judge, you know, like, I mean, they're going to be, they already did the, whatever MLB did it, all the things that they need to do about the case. They put the things that they have to put in place for them not to do it again and for not anybody to do it again. So it's over, you know, let's move on and let's try to enjoy baseball the way it is.
Yeah, because the baseball has been great. It has been special. There's no question about it. Do you lean one way or another between Boston and Houston?
Man, that's a pretty tough, pretty close series. I feel like none of them pitch well, but they hit a lot. You know,
yes, they do.
So I think it's a prototypical American League series where the homers are gonna be there. You know, they're gonna hit a lot. They're gonna score a lot of runs. And I like what I'm seeing right now from the American League teams. You know, they're finding the way to go through innings because it's not easy to go through those lineups, man. And especially when a guy like Kiké Hernandez is doing whatever he's doing right now. I mean, I just want to text him and ask what kind of bat he's using so I can try it in the off season, you know? It's amazing. It's been fun to watch.
It's only fair since you guys were traded for one another.
Exactly.
Do you know him at all?
No, just between the lines, you know, just in at the ballpark and playing against him. I never played with him because I got, like you say, we got traded for each other. He went to the Dodgers. I came to the Marlins, but I heard just good things about him. The kind of player and the person that he is in the clubhouse, really energetic, and I mean, it's fun to watch whatever he's doing right now. It's amazing and fun to watch, man.
Have you ever been on maybe not this good a run, because this is unprecedented in playoff history, what he is doing right now. But when you're locked in like that, what is it like?
I remember one time in 2019. I hit homers in 3 consecutive games, and then in my 4th game, I went like 3 for 4, right? Like, and I have like a really good week. So I hit 4 homers. I went like extra base hits every single day for that week or something like that. And it was something amazing. And something that you see here with Kiké Hernandez, he's not trying to hit the ball the other way. He's being the hitter that he is. You know what I mean? It's not just Kiké, it's the other pitchers not adjusting to what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, the other pitchers are not like changing something on him for him not to pull the ball, you know? Because everything is pull. That's the kind of hitter he is. He's pulling the ball in the air. He's trying to do damage. That's why he's hitting doubles and homers that way. I haven't seen one base hit to the other way from Kiké. So for me, it's like, it's not just pitching away, because that's not, I don't think that's the solution at this point. He's kind of bust him in, trying to make him quick inside. You know, I haven't really seen, the other day I saw it. I think it was the reliever from Boston, the Dominican guy who threw a fastball inside really close to him. And then I think he got on with the slider. I think those kind of things that the pitchers have to do against a guy like him, that he's so hot, pull side, kind of making speed up a little bit, trying to pull the ball a little bit more, like pull it foul. So that way you start to create a bad habit, but that's probably going to take 1 or 2 or 3 at bats for him to do that.
We'll see if it continues. It has been fascinating. So that week where you hit homers in 3 straight games and extra base hits, were you the National League Player of the Week?
No, I didn't. I think someone threw a no-hitter that week.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, so that ain't fair. That doesn't automatically. It's the most crutch thing that we do with weekly awards. Guy throws a no-hitter, great achievement. I'm not saying it, but freaking that was one game. One game. Yeah. If you do it and you go have 5 or 6 great games, what has a bigger effect on your team?
No, definitely the hitter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I understand. And I mean, I thought I had a good chance, you know, first because I never hit that many homers. And then I went and hit 3 straight games against the Diamondbacks. And it was amazing because I like 4 game series, I got like 11 hits or something like that. Jeez. in a 4-game series. And then I went somewhere else and continued to hit good. And I mean, I was expecting something like that to happen, but I think someone threw a no-hitter or something like that and gave it to the pitcher.
Ridiculous. I'm going to go call the league office on that one. They should give you retroactively. They should give you a National League Player of the Week award. I want one of those just because for you.
Yeah, I mean, 3 days in a row hitting a homer. That's something that is special for me, and I think one of the biggest personal accomplishment that I've done so far in my baseball career, for sure.
Very good. Good for you, man. So congratulations. You are the all-time major league record holder when it comes to managerial winning percentage.
There you go.
You are 2-0. You got another win this year against the Phillies. I am so happy for you. Take me through the entire day. What was the best part of it?
The best part was preparing for this day, man. I got so many people involved, you know. I got people out of their places to help me do things that day. I got the bullpen coach being my pitching coach. I got the opportunity that Pablo Lopez came back that day from an injury and actually pitched a couple innings the last day of the season. That was amazing to take the ball from him and see his smile, you know, like I'm back, I'm healthy. His arm feel okay. So I got our massage therapy guy as my bench coach. So I put him right there. I had so much fun with him. Koji Tanaka, you can see his jersey there in the video. And
well, hold on, I got to ask you
many
that.
People.
If you take your massage therapist as your bench coach, does that mean that he's got to be rubbing your shoulders the entire game? That's what I would do.
No, I didn't ask him for that. I didn't ask him. I asked him for like, hey, go get me a coffee. Go get me sunflower seeds. Go get me a gun and stuff like that. So Yeah, he wasn't rubbing my back, but he was like right there. I'm asking like 300 times a day, hey, Tanaka, is everything okay? Are we okay? And he always like, yep, everything is in is in place. And these Asian guys, like they're really they have everything like under control. Like they know what to do this time, that time. Their core awareness is so much better than a Latin player or something like that. Because they always like have everything in control. Like Ichiro was. Ichiro knew where the bat were, what to do at this time, what to do at that time, what time to stretch and stuff like that. And that's something that that Tanaka does really good. So
Okay,
I need him
so
as my bench coach.
but you know what, Donnie's going to start sweating his gig, man. If you keep winning games like this,
He's probably going to ask me for some advice against the Phillies for sure, because I'm 2-0 against the Phillies. I don't know if I can do it against any other team.
Hey, listen, if he could let you be, it would be like you could be like the DH, you could be the DM, you could be the designated manager 19 times a year. You can go 16-3 in games that you manage against the Phillies, and all of a sudden the Marlins are in contention.
That's a good idea, man. I mean, it's done before, who did it? Pete Rose?
Well, he was a player manager. Yeah, he was the last one we had.
Yeah, I can play short and still like make some decisions from over there. If he needs me to do it.
Were you
man? If it's for the benefit of the team, I'll do whatever.
I know you will. Were you tempted to put yourself in?
Oh yeah, I got an opportunity where I have my spikes on and everything, because we was like kind of short bench it, because I started Sandy Leon behind the plate, but he just want to get an at bat. I did it because Sandy is a total professional, not just on the field but off the field with our pitching staff. He didn't really want to play the whole game, and he's a veteran and stuff like that. And I took him out for people to recognize the good job that he did the whole year. We end up being with 4 catchers in the roster. We have plenty of guys, but they were all catchers. I was the only infielder, like in case something happens. So taking Sandy out of the game, taking Pablo early off the game, we need a lot of pinch hitters for that spot. So I needed to do a couple double switches for the catcher to be in the pitcher spot a couple times. But I got an opportunity where it was really close for me to pinch it.
Dude, so you now know how to manage a playoff game, because those guys aren't going more than 2 1/3, it seems like, anyway. So you got this whole thing figured out. All you have to do is get your team to the playoffs, and then you can manage.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the hardest part, to win 90 plus games during the regular season. And we know how hard that is, man. That's why you have to take your cap for all the teams that win 90 something games and they didn't make it. The Blue Jays, the Mariners, all of these teams from the National League. I don't know if any other team from the National League won more than 90.
No.
I don't know if the Reds did it or not. But
no, they didn't. They would have made it.
Yes, man. When these guys, when these teams win more than 90 games and still out, you know how hard it is to make it to the playoff and be in the position that these teams are right now.
All right. So did you have an exit interview after the season was over?
I did, yeah. So I talked to the media for a little bit. They asked me as a manager what I think and what not, but that's it.
No, I'm talking about like your exit interview with the team. Like usually at the end of the year, you'll talk to the team. Maybe the manager, the GM will be there talking about the future and stuff. Like, was Jeter in that meeting with you?
No. I just talked to Kim and Kim and our GM, and I talked to Donnie about next year. Good things coming. I'm staying in Miami, just so you guys know. Hopefully for a couple more years. So good things coming. We already talked about our future and what this team needs to improve to get better for next year, and start for every player. Every single player needs to put the work in the offseason so they can get better individually. I feel like the organization is not going to get better if every single player don't go to the offseason with the thinking that they need to get better as well. So everybody needs to get better on their own for this team to get better. And I know they already said that. I mean, they're going all in. They're gonna spend. They're gonna trying to bring the best free agents that they can bring to make this team better. So that's something that is always excited to listen, to watch. And I mean, at the end of the day, all we need is be on the same boat to be contenders.
So a few things. You said that you talked to Kimming about your future. You had your vesting option kick in. We talked about that. Are you talking to them about an extension?
Only thing that I can tell you right now that is yes. We're talking. This is something that is the first time sharing with anybody other than my agent and my family, for sure. But yeah, we're talking. I'm happy that they approached me the same way that I was thinking early in the year in spring training, and then during the year, I always wanted to be here in Miami, and I want to continue to be here and be part of this organization when we actually take that step towards the part that we want to be, which is a winning team, winning franchise. So I've been here for the up and downs, a lot of downs, but I want to be here for the ups too. So
great.
We're getting really close, and I'm happy to share that with you guys.
That's great. I'm really excited for you. Let me know. All right. Well, JOMBOY Media, we want to put out the info because you're part of the family, man.
Well, I'm giving you the first couple steps of the breaking news. So I'm happy to share it with you because and with JOMBOY, the opportunity that you guys give us players to show that part. I mean, we're thinking about the city, we're thinking about the team. It's not just like a baseball career. I wanted to be in Miami. They want me there. So I'm so happy that things work out the best way.
It's great. Very exciting, man. Very, very exciting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Get, as we like to say, get that paper. Get that bag. Get that
100%, bag. 100%.
You talk about the community. I loved one thing I saw with you on your social media. And I know other players have done this around great baseball cities as well. You gave away a bunch of baseball bats. You've been doing this the last few years, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this started, I think, 2018 or something like that. And I started it's organic, man. This is something that I don't do. You see all these people here in that video. It's because of what I did that year, And then after that, every year, after that, at the end of the year, the last game of the year, they show up and stay there for expecting something, from my heart, from my team, from my locker, because I share this year and the whole grind I share with the fans too, because they come to every game. Sometimes you don't have time to stop and sign for them because you're in the grind of things. You're trying to get ready for the game. You're trying to stretch. They call you from the stands and you can't really stop because the national anthem is here and I need to get ready for my first at bat because I'm leading off. And it's really hard to stop every single time. And we didn't have that connection with fans in 2020 or 2021 because of COVID. And we didn't have like the BP passes and stuff like that they're really close to you. So for me, do things like this for our fans, for people who support us the whole year and get all that love back in social media, people who know me, texting me back and saying, thank you for doing something like that and get out of my way to do something like that for them. It's really special. So I don't do it behind any recognition or anything that I want to be, I want to create something that, I do this. And, like I do it because of, I want people to come to me or whatever. I do it organic. I just have a lot of bats that I don't use anymore during the season. And instead of throwing it away, I put it aside and then I sign it. So I gave up 20 something bats that day, plus another 30 or 35 pair of batting gloves to the people outside. And like I say, I do it just because it's something that it makes me feel better about the whole city and the whole community. And I'm happy that they like it and they show the support that they do.
So what makes you who you are, man? I love hearing these stories. And I know those fans, they are very, very fortunate that they have you, not only as a great player and ambassador on their team, but just a guy in the community. You care. It's exactly who you are. It's why people love hearing you on the Rose Rotation. So I just want to, on behalf of all those fans, thank you. It's awesome. So
Man,
good that you do it.
No, and it's good to be back here. When I send you that message, I really mean it. When I told you that I was missing being part of the rotation and come back and talk to you and talk to fans, because when I'm talking to you here, I know I'm reaching a lot of people, not just from the Marlins or from people who follow Chris Rose or JOMBOY media. I found a platform to go to a lot of people, stand just United States. Now we're gonna have fans in Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Japan, everywhere we go, we're gonna have a lot of people. So looking forward to continue to talk to you and the fans.
I love it. Hey, we're not done yet. I got two other things. One is it's always fun with the rookie dress up. I saw on your Instagram you had a couple of the guys dressed up as Teletubbies, which was remarkable for those of us that have kids or had kids that used to watch. I mean, that's great. By the way, where the heck did you find the Teletubbies outfit?
Oh yeah, those were one of my favorites, because we got a couple of Dominican guys who actually did really good this year for the first time in their big leagues careers. And I mean, we needed to keep it simple, because you can go out of the order, because they're gonna be in the streets, and you still have to be professional when do things like this. And when you have a team like the Marlins that have like nearly 18 rookies or something like that, you have to find some kind of different themes, So we have Buzz Lightyear, we have Woody, we have the Teletubbies. I mean, the Teletubbies was one of my favorites. And I mean, kudos to a store in Miami that have all these outfits. We threw a clown there. So we made Jazz a clown. He was so happy. We made
for people that are
a couple Mario Brothers characters. It was amazing.
Yeah, for people that are audio only, we're showing all the video. Please check it out on our YouTube channel. You took them to Times Square and had them pose in a picture?
I think that was the best part. So this is how we did it. So we dropped everybody in Times Square. I mean, everybody was invited, like not just the rookies. All the veterans were there. We make them take a picture with one stranger and have it on their phone in order for them to take the room key. If they don't have a picture on their phone when they show up to the hotel, they couldn't get the room key. So they was gonna have to I don't know, like go to a different hotel and order and like actually like get their own room in another hotel room. So for me, it was a special, because the guys show up with a picture with that random guy, and that was amazing. It was a really fun time.
That is excellent. That is excellent. All right, I want you to get back to your family and enjoy your trip. But before that, we're going to spin the wheel of moderately interesting things. I've been very lazy. I haven't come up with new topics for a while. So let's see what you're going to land on. Okay. Hopefully it's one you haven't answered. And this one is, I don't know if you've done this one, fasting. This is the fast food. Maybe you've had a few adult beverages at night. What fast food are you driving through to get at like 1 a.m.?
I saw you did this with Winker, and he say Waffle House. Oh my God, Waffle House bring me. I mean, mine is not Waffle House, because in Miami we don't have any Waffle House. But in the minor leagues, I end up being in Waffle House at 3 a.m. in the morning, just like thinking about that 044 once again. So no, for me it's McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's is mine. I mean, I love McDonald's since I was like really little. In Venezuela, we have McDonald's in Venezuela, but I still love a love for the good French fries and cheeseburger. So
yeah. And by the way, you're living in dangerous territory now. You got two kids that are what, younger than five and younger, right? How old are they?
Yeah, 5 and 9 months.
Right.
My daughter.
That's a real problem age, because it's one thing for them to get like the 6-piece nuggets, but then you're like, no, you get the 12, and then you end up eating like 7 of the nuggets. And afterward, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that.
Exactly, man. And how about the ice cream and the dessert, Like
Well, see,
if they order a sundae or something like that, I mean, you're gonna have to order one, you know.
well,
At least a cone.
I'm a McFlurry guy, and I don't know why, because I get really pissed off. Like if you get an Oreo McFlurry, they put all the Oreo chunks on top.
On top.
And after like this much of it, then it's just the vanilla ice cream, but it is so much vanilla ice cream. I'm like, can I find one Oreo bit in here somewhere?
That's why it's good for me, because I love the vanilla ice cream from McDonald's. So I'm just a cone, vanilla cone ice cream. So
Oh,
I like that.
okay. All right. That's fine. Miggy, as always, it is great hanging out with you. I love catching up. And I think we're going to do a World Series preview. We're going to try and get a few guys together and have that come out on the day of Game 1 of the World Series. We'll know the participants. We'll break it all down. How's that sound?
That would be great, man. Looking forward to do that. And I mean, it's always nice catching up with you and with all the people here, man. Enjoy the postseason. Enjoy the game. Don't be nervous. You know, the other day you was kind of nervous before the game starts. You know, just sit back and enjoy the show. You're not throwing a ball. You're not hitting. You know, just relax and enjoy the game. They're getting paid to make you appreciate the game. That's it.
You know what? You're right. You're 100%. And what Miggy's talking about is I tweeted. I said I don't even have a team that I'm rooting for. It was before Game 5 between the Dodgers and Giants, and I said I'm just nervous. I'm nervous because I love the energy. I love the feeling, and my team's not even playing. And you were like, dude, just enjoy the game. And I'm like, you know what? You are right. You are. But it didn't help because for the next 3 hours, I was still yelling at the television.
Oh yeah, that's what a baseball fan is, you know. I'm happy for you because I don't get that feeling, you know. I actually like study the game and think about possibilities and stuff like that. So I'm happy that you get the feelings of being a baseball fan. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, listen, go enjoy your family, go enjoy your vacation. Miguel Rojas of the Marlins, it is great seeing you. And thanks to everybody for watching and listening and consuming the Rose Rotation. We will continue to do this here on JOMBOY Media. For our producer, editor extraordinaire, Robbie Scirocco, and the captain of the Marlins, Miguel Rojas, I'm Chris Rose. We'll see you next time on the Rose Rotation, a production of JOMBOY Media.